It is a dismissal? Okay, so you two. Do you need me to sign that?
No, sorry.
Petitions are over with? Till next week. I know. All right, so. All right, everybody. My name is Judge Kim Teresa Malika. You're in First Appearance Magistrate Court. Today, you're going to be informed of the charges, and we're going to determine if there's probable cause. Today is not your trial date. Please do not talk about the facts of your case. Everything's being recorded. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do can and will be used against you. Mr. Reedy, who do we have at the main jail? Ms. Chase? All right, who's at the main jail?
Good afternoon, Judge.
All right, are you we missed you this morning.
Honorary Public Defender
Yes.
Jeremy Lawrence.
Next time, just text
hang on,
us
brother.
and let us know.
Yes, by the time I came down to your courtroom, Judge, you were already finished. So,
Yeah.
next time.
Yeah, because they have to sit here and wait, so. But anyway, so we have them this afternoon. So who is there? I'm sorry?
No one as yet, Judge.
No public defender?
Not as yet, Judge.
Working on it.
Well, do we know who's gonna be there, or?
Don't. I'm trying to find out right now.
Take your time, Ivy. No one's here from the PD in the courtroom. I guess so. All right, let's go to, anybody at Paul Ryan for this afternoon?
Your Honor, we have one on the second look, but she's not here yet.
All right, let me know. Let's go
Thank
to
you.
Conti. Start calling them if you want to get rid of them.
I got one guy, he's in the restroom.
All right, we'll go to the next one. North Broward. Oh, look who it is. You're perfect. Who do you have? You can call them.
Is the court that Miss Sowers on page 2 is a medical reset?
Okay, where's that?
She's at North Broward, but she's a medical reset.
Okay, I'll call Tiffany Sowers, Medical Reset, North Broward.
We have Roman Christopher here.
Okay, and he's on which,
He's on page 3, and Mr. Christopher Roman would like to resolve this matter today if possible.
okay. All right, so Mr.
Yep.
Roman, you have a capious
Yes.
misdemeanor, $2,000 bond.
What's the problem?
Possession of cannabis under 20 grams. Can you still see me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I can handle both sides.
You have a plea offer?
Withhold court cost.
Withhold and court costs, sir.
Thank you.
$308. How do you want to plead? Guilty, not guilty, no contest?
Mr. Roman indicated to me he'd like to enter a plea of no contest to this charge, Your Honor.
Hi. What are you looking for? That's fine, no problem. All right, you want to plead no contest, you said?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, withhold, court costs $308. Court takes judicial notice of time served. And you've had enough of time to speak to your attorney, Mr. Reedy, who's in the courtroom?
Yes.
Thank you. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good luck, man. We have James Joseph. The next case is also North
All right, we
Broward.
need to
Mr.
put
Joseph
court
would also
dates.
like to resolve this matter.
JUD notice, time served in the Broward County Jail. I'm sorry, who is it? No, this is a medical reset, North Broward. They wanted me, no, I know. They put it here because they didn't, so you know, guys don't have to do the sheet again. All right? Okay. What is your name, sir? I'm sorry?
James Joseph?
Okay.
I'm mistaken, he doesn't. It's a 2013
His bond's
Capias.
been posted.
And
Thank you,
it's
sir.
good.
Good luck to you.
I was gonna ask you to ROR him, but, okay.
Oh, well.
This works
All right,
just
Mr.
fine.
McCoy, come on, keep them coming.
Here, corner zone,
Your Honor, Conti's ready.
page
All right.
4.
Who do you have?
Let me see what's going
Now
on,
they're just.
okay?
This is on the ROR list.
Go back to the
Michael
lip truck.
Liptrot.
Page 2 and page 5 of the second look.
Okay, page 2 and 5. What say you, State?
All right, I'll just do the cases one at a time. Your Honor, case number 18-11678, CF10A.
Which is on page 2 of our docket?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
That is, information has not been filed. He is entitled to release.
Okay, so on the burglary, unoccupied, conveyance, and the petty theft, per the state, no charges filed. You're gonna be released.
On
The
that
only bad
case,
news about that might be, they could file charges in the future. Make
Yes,
sure you
ma'am.
keep your address up to date. If not, they'll issue another warrant for your arrest. Okay,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
they'll give you a notice to appear most likely. All right, so let's go to the next one. Page
The-
5, case number
What's the matter?
18-012-707, CF10A.
Information has been filed.
Okay, so that one has been filed, the grand theft in the third degree, grand theft unlawful use, burglary, conveyance unoccupied. Is it filed as charged?
The burglary and grand theft was filed as charged. The grand theft unlawful use of credit card was filed as a criminal use of personal identification information. It's a lateral change of charge from one third degree felony to
So can you
another.
tell him what his bond is?
His
That's-
total bonds on those 3 counts are $15,000.
Okay, sir, so if you want a bond reduction, you have to go, you have to go and contact your public defender. You'll be going to court soon, okay? Are you going to the main jail?
I don't have my ID, so.
And Mr. Reedy, we will give you priority with your cases first today.
I appreciate that, Judge. I'll
You can't bring your phone, can you? Mr. Reedy,
Yes?
Yeah,
do you have money for the locker, or do they make you pay for the locker there?
No.
You need a quarter?
No, they know me very well, Judge.
Okay.
They let me in and out of there on a regular
Okay,
basis.
just wanna know if you want a quarter,
Nice evening, everyone.
okay?
sure.
Oh, nice.
All right, so,
Okay, so
oh,
it's up in Pompano.
okay. So we have Michael Liptrot, and this one's gonna be denied. So, sir, you're gonna be going soon before the court for your arraignment. Speak to your public defender when you go to court about doing a motion to reduce your bond, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Good luck to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Is that it? See you tomorrow.
Alrighty.
All right, so who do we have at North Broward?
Corner hole on page 4. Cornejo.
Is he on the regular docket? Yes, I have him.
Regular docket.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Javier Cornejo,
Yes, Your Honor.
Camio. You have assault on an
Cornejo.
officer. Okay. So you have you have a charge of assault on an officer, firefighter, EMT, $100 bond. Count 2, disorderly conduct, brawl, fight, corrupt public moral decency, no bond required. Count 3 is trespassing, occupied structure or conveyance, no bond required. Court does find probable cause. Can you pay the $100 bond?
Your Honor, I don't have anybody who can pay that for me at this moment, and I really don't want to bother people. That's why I asked the magistrate if you guys can please resolve it for me. And I'm actually here in a very transitional
Okay, hold on a
transitional
second, sir.
moment.
Do you have a plea offer for him?
Your Honor,
It's
At this
Fat
time-
Cat's Bar.
yeah, and it's not, look, frankly, it's not the most significant assault on a law enforcement officer I've seen. At the same time, I think there should be some contact with the officer. I'm not prepared to make an offer at this time, but I'm not necessarily asking that he be held on bond either.
All right, I'm gonna ROR you, sir. Good luck to you. Show up for court.
Your Honor, ordered no return to that
No
establishment?
return to
Thank you.
Fat Cat Bar.
No, don't worry, I won't.
Okay.
Your Honor, if you let me go, I'm pretty sure gonna
I'm
pack
letting
all
you-
my
I'm
stuff
letting
and go
you
back.
go. Well, if you go back and you don't resolve your case, then you'll have a warrant for your arrest, so.
No, I will come back for my court day, but
All right, thank you. Good luck.
thank you.
All right, next person. North Broward.
How
What's
you
your
doing,
name?
y'all? He's on a 30-day docket, Your Honor. This is Donnie Warren. That's my judge. She know me. I know her.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, let me go. Please, it's been a mistake. Please, let me go. You know I'm gonna beat up for you. And please, man, you know this Donnie Warren. You know, I'm one of your
All
regular
right,
clients.
well, here's the thing. It depends if the state filed charges. So Donnie Warren, we have two cases. Case number 18-11692, CF10A. State, you filed charges?
Yes, and information was filed on both cases, Your Honor.
Okay, so
On-
denied as to each?
Yes. He, on the 18-11692 case, Your Honor, he's being held no bond. That was a bond revocation in that case.
Okay.
I can tell you,
Yeah, cause I had an ROR, and they had arrested me for this here. But Your Honor, you know I'm gonna be the court. I've been in prison 15 times. You know I ain't running nowhere. You know I ain't going nowhere. You restate my ROR, you know I'm gonna be there. You know I have been in 15 times. You know I ain't going nowhere. I'm Broward County all my life, born and raised. You know I ain't going nowhere. You know I'm gonna be in the courtroom. You see me? Look, when I went in the courtroom like a month and a half ago, sleeping homeless, walked in the courtroom. I'm not bucking nothing.
All right,
I'm
but
not
here's the
bucking-
thing, we're just here today, unfortunately for you, with regard to the bond, just to see if the state filed charges, and they did. So you're gonna
Yeah.
have to, hold on, so you have to have your, public defender file a motion. So Ms. Saunders, who's in the courtroom with me, he's gonna contact your public defender, have him file a motion right away.
I don't have a pen for public.
Well, you're gonna get one now.
What's his last name?
he,
Warren, Warren. He's
And-
page 3 of the docket.
and Your Honor, he does, that's who filed these motions. That's the only way they were heard.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
Oh, I
let me,
have a photo-
well, wait, let me
Yes,
check
you
something,
do.
Your Honor. Actually, no, there was a case that was filed as a courtesy, I believe, so let me just check to make sure.
Do you see it?
The felony docket?
And- Yes.
Here,
One moment, Mr. Warren. Is this the?
Yeah, no, he doesn't have representation at this point.
All right, did you apply for a public defender? When does he go to court?
Checking that right now.
Has anybody been out to see him?
I have Farbaric is assigned until,
Well, he
And
was
Shear.
arrested 9/23 and 9/27.
is this a different case? I'm on case 18-0-11-898.
Yeah, and there's another one.
Yeah, there's no one on the 11692 case according to Odyssey.
So 11898, he has an attorney?
We have Farbaric on, yes.
Your Honor, could you please let me go, please? I'll
Sir,
go down to the
all
public
I can
defender.
do today is we're just here.
Oh,
We're-
please,
I'm
come
not-
on.
We're not here on your bond motion.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's some kind of way can you make like you the power, you the judge, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Please just make a special status. I'm gonna be there. I'm going straight to the public defender office. I guarantee you, I'll be right there today. I'll leave this courtroom, going straight to the public defender office, and let them know what
You
me
know
and you
what?
talked
I
about.
believe you, but it's up to your division judge.
He has the
So-
no bond hold in 11898?
No,
Eight.
it's 11692, the bonds are.
No bond hold from you, Your Honor. I think that was
That
you
is
when
true.
you let me go. That when you let me go, this lady gave me a no bond hold because she saw that you had
You're-
let me go RR, right? So she said, I'm going
What
to hold
division
him
is
until
this?
It's
Judge
sheer.
Shearer. And,
Okay.
Your Honor, moving on to 11898, an information was filed. We declined the robbery charge and upfiled the battery to felony battery due to prior convictions. So the jail will process the paperwork and take the bond off the robbery, the trespass and possession of cocaine. We also filed the drug paraphernalia.
Man, she know I'm gonna beat up, man. I'm going straight. She let me go. I'm going straight pro defender on me, man. And I do my time, man. Out of here. So fast.
All right, the judge revoked your bond because you got a new case, sir.
Right. Because I had got
So
a new.
that's what happens when you're out on bond or ROR and you get a new case.
Right, but I tried to explain something to her, right? But she said, "Well, you gonna
But
have to
sir,
go
you know
and talk to."
something? You have to, Mr. Sanders, I'm gonna deny the motion for ROR, save file formal charges. Just make a note in your file, we have to just keep moving.
Looks like we emailed to have a determination of counsel set yesterday.
Okay,
And the other one, I asked them to send an interviewer, so
right,
he's gonna
you
be
wanna-
set for determination of counsel on the division soon.
okay.
Oh, come on, Your Honor, please don't do me like that. I'm gonna be here, man. Come on,
And,
man.
Mr. Linder's right, we put this on as a courtesy.
Yeah. All right, thank you, sir. Good luck to you. Have his public defender or somebody go out or set a hearing. Who's next, Mr. McCoy?
Washington on the second look document.
Thank you.
I still have two MOs from this morning, Your Honor.
You have what?
Two municipal ordinance cases
Yeah,
from this
Mr.
morning.
McLawrence is at the main jail.
Okay.
He didn't
They're
call me
the
today.
last two after Mr. Washington.
Oh, Christopher Washington.
Huh?
No, I was just saying to myself who this gentleman was. Christopher Washington on page 7 of the second look document.
Okay. What is he here on?
It's a second look on a possession of MDMA and possession of cannabis. He has a $1,000 bond on the MDMA. Yes, the court's concern, he had a 2016 burglary of a structure. He violated probation in 2018 and had a jail sentence that he was released on maybe 5 months ago. Prior to that, attempted burglary of a conveyance, 2010 battery with a trespass within the school safety zone, 09, resisting without violence, 08, theft, 08. The allegations. In this case, nothing really aggravating. I mean, it's pretty par for the course, straight possession of MDMA.
Judge,
Who did his first appearance? Me?
I believe so, yeah. He was arrested on the 12th, so.
Judge, most MDMA cases go to the lab and come back as substitute
I
cathinones.
understand. Just give me a second. I don't know why I did a $1,000 bond on this.
Bath salts.
I'm just wondering if he was a medical reset or something.
I gotta hire him to pay what? $780. Okay, $780 a day. For what? For what extent? I'm in jail.
Oh, I will tell you why I set this for $1,000 bond. Because he refused and absented himself from magistrate court. I just knew that there was some reason.
Should,
Where do you live?
2641 Northwest 21st Street, where my mom's house,
What town?
Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
The reason why I set your bond at $1,000, I would have ROR'd you, which I'm gonna do now, is because you refused to come to court.
I ain't gonna lie, I was very upset that I even went to jail, cause the bad that
Don't
they
even
coming
talk
with.
about the facts of your case, okay?
Oh, well, yeah,
So-
I was upset. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Well, it's a shame you didn't come, because when you didn't come, I left the bond in place. Otherwise, I would have ROR'd you, so come to court when you're supposed to. Good luck. It's Washington.
When I came here last time, there was in 1978 or 70. I was born in 78. That's my son. Someone without ID, and they used my son, not me. Then they switched to 61 more.
All right, what is your name?
Christopher Washington.
Oh, ROR, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
And Judge, I could handle the MOs in the main jail whenever you're ready.
All right, give me a moment. Who do you have?
Yassine, come here. The last two municipal ordinance.
Why don't we just do them? Did you talk to the municipal ordinance people at North Broward? They've been waiting since this morning.
Mr. Shea just talked to him.
Oh, those are Mr. Shates?
Come here.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Hi. What is your name, sir?
My name is Hamza Yassin.
Spell your last name.
It's Yasein.
Okay, and Deputy McCoy?
Just calling for you.
I'm sorry.
Who's the other MO?
Byron Moore.
All right, I'm gonna call him next. I'm gonna get Mr. Shade on the phone, okay?
What? Okay.
Okay, so Mr. Yazin, did you have enough of time to talk to Mr. Shade?
Yes.
I said I'm on my way in. I just was on the phone with all the clients.
All right, where are you?
I'll be in 2 minutes. I was just on the phone with the client.
All right, because one of them's in front of me, so I'll pass it. I was gonna say if you want to do it on the phone, but that's fine, we'll wait.
Yeah, pass it. I'm walking into the courthouse right now.
All right, take your time.
Okay.
Sir, your attorney's walking in the courthouse. I thought he wanted to do it by phone. I apologize, okay? Just have a seat. It'll be a couple minutes. Deputy McCoy,
Yes.
do you have anybody else besides those two?
Just those two.
All right.
Thank you.
Full run is ready, Your Honor.
Okay.
Is that Ms. Cole?
Are you gonna give a copy of this to pretrial?
Well, they're gonna get one of those copies. from-
Okay, so she can get out? That's, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who do you have?
Christina Crystal.
Good afternoon, Judge.
Hold on,
I
they're
have
co-
Richard Crump.
All right, bring them up. Give me 1 second, okay?
Sure.
I'm sorry, Paul Ryan, you said you have who?
Christina Christmas. She's on the 30-day.
Good afternoon.
Hi.
Yeah, first page, first case actually.
Page 2, top of page 2.
Yes, Your Honor, the state has not filed information at this time. She's entitled to release.
Okay, so this is a motion for ROR. I'm going to release you.
Thank you.
I don't know if you have anything else pending. If you do,
No, I don't.
all right.
Thank you so
But
much.
here's the thing. Formal charges haven't been filed, but that doesn't mean that the state can't file something in the future. Okay?
Yes. So make sure I go to court.
Make sure you go to court. You can go to browardclerk.org and look it up or call the public defender's office from time to time. Okay?
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Have a nice day.
You too.
Bye-bye. Okay. Who do you have?
Good afternoon, Judge. I have Richard Crump. He's here in the main jail with me. And he's here on an open container.
Joseph Scarlett. Joseph Scarlett, is that you? Yes. All right, Joseph, have a seat.
And who's the next one you have?
Michael Mancini.
Is that it for you today?
Those are the only two.
We don't have a misdemeanor, second look? Eric? We don't have a second look misdemeanor? I just wanted to make sure. All right. All right. All right, so Richard Crump. Sir, you're here on a municipal ordinance for an open container. Let me just look at this. There was something. Withhold, court costs, $78. If he wants to resolve, no return to the bus terminal.
Judge, that's what he wants to do.
How does he want to plead?
No contest.
All right. Okay, withhold court costs, $78, 6 months to pay, partial payments. I'll appoint your law firm.
Okay. And I'll bring the appointment order to the courtroom, Judge.
No problem, or you can bring it tomorrow, whichever is easier. No return to the Broward County Bus Terminal unless you are taking the bus.
Yes, ma'am.
And that doesn't mean sitting there. I mean, you gotta have a bus ticket in hand. Do you understand?
I understand.
All right, court takes judicial notice of time served in the Broward County Jail.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, sir. And the court does find probable cause. Paul Ryan?
Judge.
Paul Ryan?
Yes, Your Honor.
Talk in the mic so she can hear you.
On the motion to release docket, I'm showing that she's at Paul.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
Talk in the mic, please.
Your Honor, we have a Micah Cole on the docket. And I'm showing
Micah Cole?
Yes. I'm showing
Give me a minute, please.
Madam Clerk, do you have a mic?
See if they're taking it off. No, you put it there too.
All right, in the meantime, while they're looking, let's let Mr. McLawrence get out of the main jail. Michael Mancini, please.
He's right here next to me, Judge.
Excuse me. Thank you. All right, so, Mr. Mancini, you have a capious misdemeanor. I'll appoint you if you haven't been appointed before. Okay. So, this is the thing. It says they only charged him with an alcoholic beverage violation, but it says he was at Home Depot where a homeless white man was being aggressive towards an associate. So if he wants to resolve, I'll do an adjudication, time served, no return to the Home Depot. He goes back there, he gets arrested. And regardless, no matter what he does today, no return to the Home Depot, sir, located at 1000 Northeast 4th Avenue, Fort Lauderdale. You go back there, you'll be arrested.
He wants to accept that offer. Your Honor, he also wants to know if he could partake of the Henderson centralized receipt. You don't want to do it? Okay. So he'll take the offer, Judge.
Mm-hmm. Okay, adjudication, how does he want to plead?
How do you want to plead?
No contest.
All right, adjudication, time served, $78 in court costs, 6 months to pay, partial payments. No return to that Home Depot. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Okay, let's go to North Broward. Okay. Hamzi Yassin.
Your Honor.
So just spoke
Wait,
to
who's
Mr.
calling me? Paul Ryan, Conti, who's calling me?
I think that was Mr. Hussein. I think that was Hamzi, Judge, saying,
Oh.
hi, Your Honor.
Hi, I'm sorry. All right, so
Hamza, do you understand what's going on here?
I don't understand what's going on here. I'm reading this and it says create a disturbance. It's a capious.
Correct.
So he calls 911 for another one? Let me see. Did you read?
He was a little confused as to when this occurred, Judge.
Well, I will look it up right now.
Actually, here, let's get better here.
Says he was yelling and cursing. He was at 5800 Hollywood Boulevard. Customers left the business. He was also threatening people and asking for money. He was told multiple times to leave, and he refused. And even the police came, and he wouldn't leave.
When was that?
July 1st, 2018, at 4:55. So court will do adjudication, 3 days, Broward County Jail, credit for time served, or I can ROR him. What would he like?
ROR.
Okay, if you don't come back, sir, I'm just letting you know, you're gonna spend another night in jail.
If I don't what?
If you don't come back to court, you're gonna spend another night in jail.
Okay, when do I have to come to court? Because I'm currently homeless right now.
Well, that's the problem. It's up to you to look for your court date. So you can go to the public library and look online. You could go to the browardclerk.org. You can call Mr. Shate. We can give you his telephone number. Or you can come to any clerk of court. There's one in Hollywood, Plantation, the main courthouse here in Fort Lauderdale or Deerfield, and you can check your court date.
Or Hamza, or your other choice, you can either do that and you can come back to court, we can fight it that way. Or if you'd like, you'd be released tomorrow morning, and that'd be your 3 days. Because you were arrested yesterday, is that correct?
Yes.
So yesterday, today, and tomorrow, that'd be 3 days. So you're really just extending your stay maybe about 12 hours and not having to come back. But it's up to you.
So I just extended by 12 hours?
Yeah, which means you'd probably get out tomorrow morning.
Let's appoint Mr. Shade on this.
Yeah, let's do it. I don't have to come back, so if I do this, right?
Right, you would not need to come back.
And the
You'd be,
court costs.
and you'd have your $78 in court costs I spoke to you about, okay?
Yeah, I don't have to, I still have to pay them or no?
You still have to pay them, but you'll get out tomorrow morning. And that way you don't have to come back.
Okay.
Is that much better that's much better for you, don't you
That's
agree?
much better, yeah. Yeah,
Excellent.
thank you very much.
Wait, calm down. Don't go anywhere.
$5,800 happens to be the racetrack. So he's not allowed to return there, and if he goes back there.
Is that the
he
racetrack
will
gas
be-
station? Is that is? Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
Do you hear that, Hamza?
Yeah,
You're-
that was a Baker Act thing. That wasn't an arrest, that was a Baker Act.
Right, well, you got that arrest stemmed from there. That's where the capers probably came from. You're probably charged and never served.
Okay.
All right, so
Sir, you're not allowed. Raise your right hand. Do you swear and or affirm to tell the truth?
I swear.
All right, put your hand down. Your name is Hamza Yassin, Yasein.
Yes.
Your attorney, Mr. Shade, is telling me that you want to resolve your case today, give up all your rights to a trial, and serve 3 days in Broward County Jail, credit for time served.
Yes.
You understand there's $78 in mandatory court costs. I'll give you 6 months to pay. Partial payments are accepted.
$78, yes, I understand that.
All right, ever been treated for a mental illness?
Yes, I have.
All right, don't tell me what it is. Does your mental illness affect your ability to understand what's going on here today?
Well, actually, I have a question right now. Now, if I do three, will I have a record? If I do the 3 days in court, will I have a record?
Yes, you will, and you have an arrest record right now.
I have a what?
You have an arrest record right now. You were
No, it's not an
arrested.
arrest record. It's like a serving record. I don't have a serving record.
A what record?
A serving, like a serving. Is there a difference between serving record and just a regular?
You know what? I'm gonna have you speak to him. There might be an immigration. It says he's from Jordan. So I was gonna ask him if he's not a U.S. citizen, a plea of his charge could result in
Right.
deportation proceedings.
Well, actually, I'm a U.S. citizen, but if you can do me a favor, maybe you can send me overseas, maybe so I can. I'm a U.S. citizen. I have a passport.
Georgia, we have
I
a
lost my passport.
Hamza, we're gonna ROR you, okay? And then let's send him over to the Learner Run Division, Judge.
I'm not gonna ROR him and send him to Ren.
Okay,
To
we
keep the bond in place, but he's gonna be there till Monday now. Oh, no, tomorrow.
tomorrow. Okay, Hamza, you're gonna come to.
Either way, hold
You're
on.
gonna
What's that?
hold on a second.
Please help me. Please help me. I'm sorry.
No, you haven't done anything wrong.
I don't want to stay in jail, man.
Hold on one second, sir.
Till Monday?
Story people. You see this? Really? It's coming from you?
It's on the stock, it doesn't, was this from this morning or today?
This morning, but he's. It's,
I don't think they put them,
they did.
oh, they,
I
okay.
just need his name.
You see,
I need more than that.
I'll never forget that name. My grandson's name.
Yes, sir. Broward, he was arrested a few months ago. That was, just got a withhold on that trespass.
Yeah.
He was also big. No, he was arrested July 21st. I guarantee you he gets sent to Learner Run. That's what big. When he came back, yeah. It says Learner Run here, disposition Solomon, fine cost Learner Run. Let me check the disposition to see who resolved it.
Signed by
Is that what it
her.
ran? Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah, I see it there, yeah. So that's what happened,
You know,
yeah. In MI.
when I was talking to him on the phone, he skips, I'm like, you're saying, yeah. And he was telling me, I'm like, this is the 10th time. No, we can't. They hand the phone to Mr. Moore.
See what is going on here. See, she's. Free stuff. Tried to touch her.
You're talking to the wrong person.
They try to touch me. I'm like, they come over like, excuse me, sir, can you tell me, I have what? Yeah, it's a novice. I'm like, okay. I'm like, what are you doing? I don't work here.
Never happened at community court.
Okay, can we do a referral to Judge Wren?
Mentioned it one time. Steve,
They just did it
I'm
once.
looking it up.
Steve.
I know. Just bring him here, Mr.
They still do it here. So it's for 4 hours.
All right, so talk to your client.
I'll give him a call back, Judge.
All right, sir, have a seat. Mr. Shate's gonna call you in a moment, okay? I'm gonna leave a $50 bond in place.
The next person would be Mr. Moore, Byron Moore.
It just wasn't mentioned.
It didn't work out. Yeah.
Do you know?
Just bring him here. What are you standing in ceremony?
He's been on vacation, for all we know, Georgia or
So go ahead, tell me.
the other one that's coming.
Okay.
Here, just give us 1 second. We're off. Just come right here and I'll sign it. All right, I'm sorry, Byron Moore.
How you doing, Mr. Moore?
I'll make it.
All right, so he has a KPS misdemeanor panhandling. This one I looked up. These are for Mr. Lawrence.
Stuff in the morning. You're out. It's the afternoon.
Always.
Today's the 15th, right?
They don't find anything wrong. I think it's simply bad. I really do. Thank you now. Okay.
Right, here's the problem that I have. He keeps saying he's a military veteran and there's no proof that he is. So.
Yes, I am.
I'm gonna go off of what I see. If he wants to resolve it, he's been told not to go back there. It's a public hazard. He can get hurt. Court would do 7 days Broward County Jail credit for time served. And he can't return to this off ramp.
You hear that, Mr. Moore?
He keeps going back there
Yeah,
over and over.
I hear that, but that wasn't me. I hear it. We'll go with that. I am a military veteran. June 79, June 17th, 1979, check Deerfield City.
Well, maybe
United States Navy. Great Lakes, Illinois. A school, double E school, 2 years Japan, 82 peacekeeping force. Reagan sent us there, USS National, LPD 13. I was a gunner's mate and I taught first aid. I was the EMT. And I wrote the evaluation for my division because the officer above me
does he
couldn't
want to
read
go
or
to
wait.
Veterans Court?
No, I just
Veterans
said.
Court would be
Let
for
him go to
felonies.
Veterans Court.
That'd be for felonies, Judge.
What for? One, if it's already done and someone keep using my name too, I came last time when you talking about the guy, someone, I don't know.
Are we able to set this to the division? He has an issue with somebody using his name, and if we send him to Learn to Run, I think I'll be able to fail. There's somebody using his name. He thinks it may be his son. They have the exact same name, but just different date of birth. The officer even made mention of it when he was arrested. So if we can put
I've
him.
always showed my ID. I've always showed my ID.
I know you don't. I understand, sir. If he goes straight to the division judge, then I'll be able to help him out.
I don't want to
Is
get
that
out
who
of
his
here. I'm sick
division
of
judge
this.
is?
No evidence.
They shouldn't be attached. No.
Why would we send him to Ren?
Just so we can get them for
You
tomorrow,
mean
Judge.
MI or MT?
MT.
Oh, MT, okay.
Yeah.
I
Not.
didn't understand that.
No, he's fine the other way.
Okay.
Just I know she has court tomorrow, and I'm not sure what other
Well,
judges do.
we don't do that with this.
Oh, we don't? Okay.
He'll get a date in the mail. Yeah.
Does he have one already on the dock? I see something written, but it's so light, Judge, I
Well,
can't read
that's
it.
for tomorrow if he's in custody.
Oh, perfect. He'll be
Leave him in custody?
Leave him in custody, and I can resolve it
All
tomorrow.
right, maybe
How's
you
that,
can
sir?
get something better from her.
I'll see you tomorrow
No,
morning,
it's going
okay?
before Judge Poll tomorrow.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow morning at 8:30.
All right.
Judge Paul.
Yep.
And the last matter we have, Judge, is Howard Johnson, ironically charged with no lodging. Okay.
What?
Only one person in here, really?
Say that?
Howard Johnson, I said he's ironically being charged with no lodging.
We resolved.
We resolved him? Okay, perfect. Figured he'd be allowed to just walk in there. Be like, my name's on the place. Okay, on that note, I'm done. I'll be here all week. If you need me, Judge, I'm upstairs.
Okay.
Take care.
Mr. C, are you gonna call Hassan back?
I'm gonna call him on the phone. He's gonna go to the division. He's
Okay, all right.
he's free to go, but yeah, he's not coming back up to the podium.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you, Judge Monica.
You're welcome. I think we're done. If not, we'll be calling you.
I'm sure you will.
All right, let's go back to Paul Ryan. Whatever happened with that? Okay, here is, who is this?
Michael Cole.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Hi. All right, so let me go to the docket. Where is this?
It's a motion to release.
Hello, how are you, sir?
Page
Thank you for waiting patiently.
Page 4.
Can I say something to her?
Sure, tell us your name first and your relationship.
I'm her fiance, basically.
Oh, okay, nice. What is your
My name
name?
is Antoine Lewis.
Spell your last name.
Lewis, Lewis.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Lewis.
I'm just here to show representation for her.
Okay, just
and
for
be here
support?
Yes,
Okay. Go ahead, you can tell her if you want to say something.
I love you. Also, we're gonna make sure you do what you need to be doing together. All right.
I love you.
I'll
Yes.
be there for you when you get out.
Okay.
All right, well, we're gonna be able to tell you in a moment if she's getting out,
Oh,
so.
no, I've already We've already spoken, Your Honor.
Oh, okay.
We have not filed information on these charges.
Have not?
No, so she's entitled to an ROR on these charges. She just has to finish up, she was ordered into SAP as part of, violation of probation. My understanding is that she should be done with that in a few days, and she should be getting released at that point.
All right, so on this one, you're gonna be released.
I love you.
But that does
Yes,
not
ma'am.
mean, but that does not mean that in the future, that they're not gonna file. That's on this possession of cocaine,
Yes, ma'am.
the possession of drug paraphernalia, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, ma'am. I love you, Antoine.
Too bad. See you when you get up. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was for you.
I'm a little hurt there.
All right. I think that's it for Paul Ryan. Let's go to Mr. Reedy at the main jail. This will be a different sight to see.
None of those.
Where is he?
That was a lot.
Ryan Reedy, are you there?
Oh, there he is.
I just landed, Judge. I just landed.
It looks so different
We
to
have
see you
a
on
Mr.
the.
Hadley Augustin on the second look docket. He says he is a private attorney by the name of Joshua Fisher.
You had called Mr.
Mr.
Fisher.
Saunders, could you try and reach Mr. Fisher?
Your Honor called Mr. Fisher from the bench at his first appearance, and he advised the court that he had not been retained on this case. He was representing him on his other pending case, but had not been
Yeah,
retained.
he says for him to contact him when he gets out.
Okay. Did you hear that?
So where's Mr. Augustine?
He's right here, Judge. Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Hi.
Is my hair really that gray? Yes. Yes, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you.
So,
Your Honor, Mr. Augustine is being held on a $10,000 bond with the pretrial release of the GPS monitor. I believe the reason the court set that bond is he's currently out on a robbery with a weapon with a $15,000 bond.
yeah, so. All right, so I'm gonna deny the motion respectfully. Do you have that for a second look, Madam Clerk? All right, hold on, Mr. Reedy. Favor, look forward for a moment. Just talk. Okay,
Have a seat.
all right. All right, so let's start the docket. Who do you want to call first? Go down the docket first. We finished with page 2, page 3, top of page 4. Anis Ben Hassin.
I don't.
I have Mr. Guy Alloy on page 4, Judge.
Where is this Anis Ben Hassin?
North Broward, Your Honor.
That was the gentleman that you were, this guy.
Oh,
Wait, what? No.
Your Honor, may I tell you something? I'm just really anxious right now. It's just gonna affect I'm really anxious just to have to take my medication. I'm really anxious. It cannot fix my comprehension.
That's honest Ben.
I'm just very anxious, that's all.
Your Honor, you were asking about Anis Ben Hassin?
yes,
That's not who this is.
I understand.
Okay, well,
Did you speak to
wanna make
Mr.
sure,
Shade?
'cause-
Yeah.
Okay, Deputy McCoy, then you're gonna see
I apologize, I got the wrong person. Who is it that you need to see? I'm sorry.
Anis Ben Hassin.
This is not, okay. We don't have him here.
I'm showing he's at North Broward.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hold on, let me see if he was a medical reset. Hold on.
obviously,
is this
we
for?
it's a motion to release. I think you'll waive this appearance.
Yeah, okay.
Is this agreed?
Well, yeah, I mean, I imagine, we haven't filed an information, he's entitled to release.
All right, do you hear this, Madam Clerk?
What page is he on, Your Honor? Because Deputy McCoy
Top
stepped
of
out.
page 4.
Well, before he goes and gets him, we might be able to deal with it.
Is this the only charge he has?
Yes.
But I really want to tell him that they could file charges. I just don't like, he's gonna be there anyway, so let him go get him. So it's gonna be granted?
I don't see him on the bottom of page 4.
He's on the top of page 4. Annis?
Top.
Whose name do you have?
Deputy, Deputy might have the new arrest document.
The second, tell him it's the second docket.
This is the second document.
Second look docket. Hold on a second. Okay, I have the second look docket, and
Who's on page 4?
I just have the printout. It's not on pages, Your Honor. Just one page printout that I got on the email.
All right, one more.
It's Annis? All right, well, anyway.
Can I get an arrest print? I'll look them up and bring them down here, ma'am.
Ivy? Can you give him an arrest number, please?
I have it. 571-80-4573.
Okay, 1 second, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, main jail.
Your Honor,
So
if you
then
care to
the
go to
next-
page 4 of your docket, we have Mr. Guy Alloy at the top of that page. Mr. Alloy would like to resolve this matter this morning. I'd ask the court for a withheld adjudication and court costs.
I was looking for something for you to table
How does he want to plead?
No contest, Your Honor.
Any objection, State?
No, that would be my offer.
All right. Withhold court costs, 308, 6 months to pay, partial payments, court takes judicial notice of time served.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Also have Mr. Joseph Scarlett on the same page. I'm going to ask the court to release Mr. Scarlett on his own recognizance.
Bye.
ROR, thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Don't forget to look for your...
Maybe we might switch you around and put Mr. Romero here. We're gonna switch you, Mr. Reedy.
What? Wait. Let's not do anything too hasty, Judge.
Okay, call the next person.
I kind of like it over there.
Okay.
The nice thing is when I'm over there, I can actually see Mr. Lind. I can't see Mr. Linder when I'm over here. I have Tyrone Freeman on page 9, Your Honor.
Okay.
Mr. Freeman, would you come up, please?
Judge, I have a probable cause argument.
Sure.
So it appears Mr. Freeman,
Well, let me tell him what he's charged with.
Sure.
Sir, you have resisting an officer obstructing without violence, $100 bond. 2, 3, and 4 are no bond holds. These are,
948s, I believe, Judge.
they are 9-4. I was just checking, make sure it wasn't a regular violation. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, Judge. So, it's the resisting without, he was in an area, nothing criminal about what he was doing, and asked his name. He didn't have to provide the name, but he did provide it. And then he was reaching toward his ankle monitor. So because he had an ankle monitor, For some reason, I guess that transforms this into a seizure for the police officer's mind, but there's no lawful duty here because he was free to leave and go as he pleased. There was nothing criminal about a detention or a reasonable suspicion of criminal behavior. He obviously saw that he had an ankle monitor on, and that doesn't imply that he's doing anything criminal at that time.
Your Honor.
Yes?
No problem. That prisoner's on his way.
Okay,
Just so
good.
you know.
All right.
If you could ask the public defender when he gets a chance to call me on my landline, I'm trying to call him, I'd appreciate it.
Sure.
I need this call. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm reading. That's all right. If you have something for me to sign, just bring it over. Huh? Oh, okay, I thought you were doing it. All right, what say you, State? I'm tending to agree with them.
Well, there's a couple things.
All right.
One moment, Your Honor.
I mean, he's reaching down, so he has on an ankle monitor and adjusting his jean pants.
At a closed park, it's an area known for narcotics use and sales, Your Honor. Then he starts running from the officer. I think that's enough for an officer to have a suspicion to conduct a criminal investigation. He ordered him to stop so he could conduct that investigation, and he refused to stop, thereby obstructing the officer's investigation. That being said, Your Honor, I would also note
You printing out the probation?
no.
Oh.
On the three cases that he has 94806 holds on, on November 14th of this year, Judge Duffy signed a violation of probation warrant having nothing to do with these allegations.
Okay.
Ordering him to be held. So it really is a bit of a moot issue at this point, Your Honor, and I would ask, based on being presented with this warrant, that you order him to be held in bond on counts 2 through 4.
Are they technical, I guess?
I don't know that that matters. Judge Duffy's the one that she signed the order. It would appear they're technical, but
Well, he entered Palm Beach, it says did leave Broward County and entered Palm Beach County. Well, here's the thing, I'm just working, I know what you're saying with Judge Duffy, but this is a warrant from Judge Duffy. I can do one on the 94806s.
yes, but the relevancy is, Your Honor, is if the court does find no probable cause on count 1, an argument could be made that there's no probable cause to hold him on a 94806 violation, since the basis for that violation is the new law offense. What I'm arguing is even if that is the case, there is grounds to hold him no bond on the violations of probation.
But they can, that's up to the jail, not me, if they can't serve these in time.
Judge, you're being presented with information that his judge wants him to be held no bond for a violation of probation.
Okay, but that
He's
has nothing to do with this.
Your Honor, he's standing before the court. I'm asking the court with information, unless there's any argument that what I provided the court is not valid or that it's forged, I'm asking the court not to release him one way or the other on his violations of probation when you're being given evidence that his assigned judge wants him to be held for violating probation.
No, I understand, but you're asking me to find probable cause based on that Judge Duffy signed a warrant. One thing has nothing to do with the other.
No, that's not.
So then let's just address this first.
I said, I made my argument for why there's probable cause. I'm arguing in the alternative, should the court not find probable cause on count 1, he should still be held no bond on his violation of probation based on the warrant that I provided a copy of the warrant that I provided to the court.
Why hasn't he been served with these, Ivy? Okay, Okay, why hasn't someone served him with this?
Because, Your Honor, it was just signed on the 14th. It might not have been processed through BSO warrants yet.
Let him out until it processes.
Your Honor, you're being given a warrant. You're
I'm
being,
not being given any.
I just gave you the warrant.
Well, you're arguing with me and no one will let me finish. What I'm trying to say is, I am gonna rule what's on here.
Okay.
It's not my job, I understand what you're saying. It's not my job to do Broward Sheriff's Office, the state attorney, or someone else. If someone wants to serve him with this warrant, I agree, he should be held. There is a warrant signed. I'm just ruling on this magistrate stuff. You're asking me to do stuff for Judge Duffy,
Your Honor,
when it should be, we're gonna take a break. So I spoke to Judge Duffy. She said someone better start making some phone calls. There's a warrant out there. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find,
I think he's gone, Judge. Can we wait for Mr. Where did Mr. Freeman go?
Tired.
Mr. Freeman. All right, I'm here. What are we gonna do, Judge?
well, we need Mr. Freeman back.
We're gonna go chase him down, Judge. Apparently, he's very elusive, according to the probable cause
I'm
affidavit.
sure
so-
maybe they're serving him with a warrant.
Elusive.
Is this yours, Salvatore Taylor?
And Judge, I just wanted to note that he was in front of the park. He wasn't in the park.
I'm not, quit while you're ahead. I'm finding no probable cause.
all right.
So,
Yes, when you're winning, Mr. Saunders, don't talk.
okay, Mr. McLawrence, here you go. Is there anything
First
else we
year
need in here?
First rule of law school.
Okay. All right, Ivy, Joseph Scarlett, is that the one that bonded?
Your Honor released him on his own recognizance.
Well, then you
on
know
a
what?
possession of cannabis charge.
Well, he bonded, so what do you want me to do?
Oh, well, he's out. So.
All right,
I guess
$100.
You ROR'd him, so his family can get their bond money back.
That's what I thought. Okay. So, ROR. Just give them back their bond money. Shouldn't be difficult. All right, Anis Ben Hassin. Where is he? North Broward? Is that the one at North Broward?
Yes, Judge, I believe he is.
I told you a few minutes ago, Judge, on his way, he's being brought down.
All right, that's fine. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, let me go through my docket here. Tyrone Freeman, we're gonna get back to. Stephen Wallen, please.
This guy calmed down. She said someone bought it.
Stephen Wallen. Did he bond, Ivy? All right, where is Stephen Wallen? Can someone tell me? Is that him behind you?
This is Mr. Freeman.
Okay,
Page 9.
so, Mr. Freeman. I'm gonna find no probable cause. I'm gonna ROR him. And then state better make some phone calls or somebody, or Madam Clerk.
Judge, I have something to add. Judge, he's also being ROR'd on the 948s, correct? It shows that he's tracking mental health court. Duffy last amended his plea to be sent to mental health probation. And so he's before Porth now, so I'm not sure if Judge Duffy even has jurisdiction to sign that warrant. But that aside, he has court 1128 in front of Judge Porth in mental health court. And so what I recommend you doing, sir, is there's a warrant outstanding for you signed by Judge Duffy. I recommend you go to mental health probation court date on the 28th and ask Porth to vacate that.
Yes, sir.
But until then, there's an active warrant, so you may well could get picked up again.
Or he's not gonna be released.
Get a piece of paper, Deputy. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna give it to him with his court date on it.
Yeah, so you have court and mental health probation on the 28th, and that's at what time you need to address whether or not he'll vacate or reinstate.
Can you tell me,
Now, is,
Ivy, where Stephen Wallen is, please? No, Wallen. All right, Mr. Reedy.
Yes, Your Honor.
Stephen Wallen is on the docket. I don't know where he is. He's at the main jail.
I have not seen Mr. Wallen here, Judge.
All right, well, the deputy needs to pull him.
What page is he on, Your Honor?
10, the regular docket.
Oh, I see Joshua Winton on page 10.
I believe Mr. Freeman is free to go until
And it's
they
Judge
serve a
Ford
warrant.
on 11/28, Mr. Saunders. What time on the 28th?
8:30 in Judge Porth's courtroom.
7810, NW 7810.
All right, I'm gonna give this to him. Judge, we don't see anyone named Wallen on any of our dockets
Well,
here.
it must be from this morning. He has a,
I have a probable cause argument for
it
Wallen.
doesn't matter, we need him. Let them check, we need him brought.
Can we get the spelling of his last name, Judge?
Sure, Wallen. I have the the BCCN number, 904-685, you need that?
No, he's,
Arrest number.
Is that the
He's on page 10.
5318.
531-801-379.
You know, the guy we've got on page 10 is Joshua Winton with the same number, except it's 380 instead of 379.
He's an add-on.
They're both add-ons.
You don't say add-on on our docket.
On mine, I have the add-on. Well, apparently the clerk didn't update her, they didn't pull it, but in any event, please bring them down to magistrate.
Okay.
Next person on the docket is, let's see, Hector Scholes. Hector Gabriel Zayas Scholes.
Bonded.
Thank you. Probable cause found, Joshua Winton, Winton. Thank you. Probable cause is found, Orlini Garces. Orleni Garces.
Please.
I think my notes on the docket there in the courtroom reflect what happened with Miss Garces. I think she might have bonded.
Oh, that was the
Ivy,
UI.
did
Does
she
it show
bond?
anything?
Yeah, you have it as bonded.
She bonded.
Bonded. Bonded.
Wallen.
Bonded.
Thank you. Probable cause found, Michael Martin, please.
He's here at main jail, Your Honor.
All right, he has DWLS.
Yes, ma'am. He cannot afford the bond as it is currently set. Mr. Martin, did you want to try and resolve this matter this morning?
Yes, I do, sir.
Do you have his driving record?
Yes. I have it.
All right, next time if you could bring the driving records. All right, well, I'm not blaming you, but whoever it is, tell them next time they really need to have him here. So State, I need his driving record.
One moment. I don't have mine.
I don't know why they never bring them in the afternoon.
Michael?
I just want to know basically
There's
what it
nothing
is
there.
that he has on his record.
Kiefer, there was nothing
He
there.
wants to resolve it? What's the offer, State?
Your Honor, I've got to pull his driving record.
No, I know.
Scroll down a little. Let's see. to just make sure of one thing. Yeah, just trying to see how many, he's on a DUI suspension. When did this happen?
DUI, 19
No, 2018.
DUI?
Hold on a second.
Hold on.
Oh, DUI.
At the time of this alleged DWLS, he had a pending DUI out of Monroe County that he pled out 3 days after this alleged incident. He also has 2 DUIs in 1990.
Right, I'm not gonna resolve this.
Judge, he can't
Thank
make
you.
$1,000 bond.
Well,
He's 60 years old, and, you know, I understand that he's got some DUIs from 1990. And he also has one, I guess, a little more recently, right before this suspended license charge. He doesn't have a car, no intention of driving. Do you still live in the Keys?
Yes, I'm supposed to, but I'm waiting for my car to get found. It's stolen.
Car actually has been stolen, so
They told me.
he has no car to drive.
here's the thing, he has a DUI, he had a DUI that he pled out, and he was driving on a suspended license for a DUI?
No, Your Honor, he had a pending DUI when he got the NTA for this DWLS. He ended up pleading out the DUI 3 days after this incident.
Okay, but
I'm making the offer because he had a pending DUI while he was DWLS.
that's what I'm saying, so he had a pending DUI.
Yeah.
When you say NTA, you mean he failed to appear?
No. He was, I believe he was given an NTA when he was first stopped for this. Could check. I don't know if he was
So he
originally
had a
arrested.
pending DUI while driving while his license is suspended, that's what this is.
Yes, when he got stopped for the DWLS that he's before the court on, he had a pending DUI in Monroe County.
Of which I might point out he was presumed to be innocent of at that time. It was not until after this charge that he resolved the DUI case.
I don't really know how that's relevant. He's
His license was suspended,
We like
though.
to call it the presumption of innocence where I'm from.
we like to call it, you're not allowed to commit new law offenses while you're out on a pending case.
Even if you're presumed innocent.
The law doesn't differentiate.
All right, I'm gonna find probable cause for his arrest. He's going before Judge Pohl tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Thank you, sir. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Javon Fowler. He's a reset from the AM. Is he Mr. Fowler?
Mr. Fowler? Did you call Mr. Fowler, Judge?
Yes, that's him.
He's here.
All right. Mr. Fowler, you have fraudulent use, this I think you asked me to reset, or I don't know why we did, but fraudulent use of a credit card, capious felony, no bond, criminal use of personal ID, no bond. These are all Judge Rothschild, grand theft, no bond. So the first 3 are capious, they're actually not for magistrate. You charge a burglary of an unoccupied dwelling unarmed, we need to talk about bond. Count 5 is grand theft between $300 and $5,000, and count 6 and 7 are fraudulent or attempted use ID of another person without consent. Count 6 and 7, $1,000 bond each. So total bond is, not including the no bond obviously, is $3,000, and then we have to talk about bond on count 4. Court does find probable cause. I can tell you, you are going before Judge Michael Lynch tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Or is it Judge Coleman? Sorry.
I think it's Judge Coleman.
It is Judge Coleman. So what say you state on count 4.
Yeah, Your Honor, I know your findings say dwelling.
Yep.
It should be a conveyance.
Okay, grand theft, burglary of a conveyance, yes it is.
Just checking one thing. Okay. Your Honor, I'm gonna be requesting a $7,500 bond on the burglary conveyance. The charges that he is wrapping up his state prison sentence on at a Palm Beach are credit card fraud, uttering a forged instrument, grand theft, illegal possession, credit card, grand theft, 4 burglaries of structures, another credit card fraud, and a grand theft.
Okay, this was at a kinder care. The gray Hyundai was broken into.
I'm not quite certain as to why this case was not resolved and packaged up with his other charges before he went to prison.
Yeah.
I'd ask the court for a $1,000 bond on the outstanding count of burglary of a conveyance. He's going to go in front of Judge Coleman tomorrow. He must at this point have a substantial amount of time served. I believe he served close to 1 full year in prison. So perhaps things can be resolved in front of Judge Coleman tomorrow.
Your Honor, the reason is because his case that he went to prison on wasn't resolved in Broward County. It was in Palm Beach County.
Right, I understand that, but that doesn't mean that they couldn't have been packaged together in any event. We do that in cases where there's across county lines all the time. For some reason, it wasn't done, and I think that's an issue for Judge Coleman tomorrow, but I think a $7,500 bond is excessive.
I'm gonna do a $2,500 bond. He has a no bond holds, and then he has, so it's 25, 1, 1, and 1. Any other special conditions, state?
No victim contact with
No victim contact, direct or indirect, with
KL.
KL. Good luck, sir.
I believe Mr. Wallen is there.
Okay, Stephen Wallen, please.
I believe Mr. Wallen has arrived, Judge.
Good.
Judge, I have an argument as to probable cause and weight of
Right.
evidence.
All right, sir, so you have possession of methamphetamine, $1,000 bond. Count 2 is actually not for magistrate. I'm gonna put that in there. It's a vehicle without lights at night. Go ahead, I'm sorry, Mr. Saunders.
Sure. So I pulled 316.217 when lighted lamps are required. The very first section for which he was cited says that every vehicle operated upon a highway. So essential element of that traffic citation is that he was operating a vehicle on a highway. Nowhere in the probable cause affidavit is it that he was on a street or a highway. The entire probable cause affidavit says that he was in a parking lot. Because of that, there is no probable cause for vehicle without lights. And since that was the grounds for the stop and the methamphetamine was found subsequent to that, I'm saying that there's no problem. I'm sorry, that there's the weight of the evidence is likely that methamphetamine is going to be suppressed. Understanding that they had clear no tints and they could see smoke bellowing out. Smoke in and of itself, or even smoke in a pipe, isn't indicative of criminal behavior, and that because they basically found a pretextual reason to pull him over, it's likely to be suppressed. I'm asking that he be ROR'd.
Your Honor,
So the court does find probable cause, but go ahead.
and as far as the weight of the evidence, I would also note the smell of chemicals. And I think that is,
All right,
well,
what's
it's,
his prior history like?
one moment, Judge.
And Judge, I just want to note that the smell of chemicals came after they effectuated a stop, so he was unlawfully seized.
I have to run his history in the system.
Do you object to an ROR?
I don't know, Your Honor, I have to pull his record.
Okay. Just heard the bang on the desk, so. that's what-
No, I was just putting the
Oh,
statute
okay.
book down, that's all.
North Broward, let us know when you get Mr. Ben Hassan.
They have.
All right, let's go to him.
Yes, approaching, Your Honor.
Okay. Hello, Mr. Hassan.
Good evening, Your Honor.
All right, I have you here on a take copper or other metal. So, is there anything else that this gentleman has pending? Do you have anything else pending? Ivy, you know if there's anything else pending that he's being held on?
I don't believe so.
All right, so I'm gonna release you. If the state didn't file formal charges, that does not mean that they're not gonna file something in the future. So you have to keep in touch with your public defender if you have one, or your attorney. You can look online, you can go to the library and look and see, because if not, they'll issue a warrant if you don't appear, and they issue a notice to appear. Good luck to you, sir.
And Your Honor, Mr. Wallen, I don't have an objection
That's
to an
it, you're
oral.
gonna be released. Do you understand why, sir?
Yes.
No, the judge isn't talking to you, Mr. Wallen. She's talking to Mr.
Hassan.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. You're getting released too, so it's all working
Okay.
out.
Ryan, just turn your mic off.
No, I kind of wanted to say that.
I know,
All right.
you don't have to say to us.
Just not guilty, that's all. Not guilty.
All right, thank you, sir. Good luck to you.
I
Stephen Wallen, we're back to him.
don't have an objection. Oh, God.
Okay,
I don't have an
ROR
objection.
for state and defense. Okay, North Broward, we're done with Mr. Hassan. Thank you. All right, Desmond Bullock. Desmond Bullock, page 12 of the docket from this morning. Does anybody know where he is? Sure. Can someone look up and see where he is?
Here's my dear. Good, how you doing?
I'm not sure how different it is from this morning, but I was told.
Or afternoon.
Tomorrow at 1:30.
All right, I'll use this one.
1:30 or 1?
Can someone please tell me where
Yeah.
Desmond Bullock is? I can give you the number. 501-804-567. All right, he's at the main jail. We need him pulled.
He's one I had when he first came in. Alrighty? No problem.
Who do we need, Judge?
We need Desmond Bullock. I'll give you the arrest number,
Just in
501
case, who knows,
804
No, they
567.
canceled it.
See you tomorrow? Yeah.
They canceled it because of this arrest.
Have him brought up to magistrate.
Is that what it was?
That's
All
why.
right, so let's go to the second look. Okay, Abby Wesby. What's going on today, folks?
Where's everybody? Is Brian?
Michael Liptrot.
Abby's in the main.
Did we do, Abby's in the main jail too. I don't know why they're not getting their docket. I did lip trot, okay. Here's another person, Mr. Reedy.
Yes, ma'am.
Abby Westby, Wesby, in the main jail. What's going on there today that they're not pulling anybody?
Couldn't tell you, Judge.
Can you give me an arrest number? Do I need an arrest number? 501 804 216.
Did you get that, Deputy? Okay, we're
All
looking
right,
for it,
where's
Judge.
Robin Moss?
We found somebody.
Good, thank goodness.
Come on up, Mr. Moss.
Okay, pretrial, we need input from you. Make sure that he can hear you. So he has burglary of a, unoccupied conveyance. There's an issue with the Zelmo. Tell us what's happening.
Your Honor, he's pending verification, and we put in for a field request, so we're waiting to hear back from the field.
When did you put in a field request? Because he was arrested 11/12. It's been 3 days, obviously. Well, I should really say 2, but he's been in jail for 3 days.
He's actually been in jail a week, Judge.
It says his arrest
It's arrested,
date's 11/12.
How long you been in jail?
Regardless of what he says, he was arrested November 12th.
14th, Your Honor.
Well, maybe this is his second time.
14th, the field request.
Time moves very slowly in jail.
I could imagine, I understand. So does he have a phone number?
Judge, from what Mr. Moss tells me, he's homeless.
I'm sorry, the phone number was disconnected that he gave us also. That's why we submitted the field request for the address that he
When
gave
you
us.
say field request, he gave you an address?
He gave us an address and gave us a phone number that was disconnected, and that's when we filled out the field request.
Okay,
which is on
so
the
he gave
14th.
them a number, it was disconnected. And then they asked him, does he have an address? And what's the address he gave?
2851.
2851.
Southwest 4th Place.
Can you turn your mic on, Southwest 4th Place? Is that the address? Are they gonna come up with something, or is that gonna lead us to nowhere? And
I think it's a place called LifeNet.
okay,
Is that the right address?
Yeah, you should put 1 Northwest 33rd Terrace.
What's the address, Mr. Moss?
1.
Tell the judge what's the address.
1 Northwest 33rd Terrace.
and what town's that in?
Lauderdale, Florida.
And who lives there?
It's a place I receive homeless mail and get temporary homeless service so I can find a job.
Right, that's not a place to live.
No, man, it's not a place to live. I'm homeless on the street, have nowhere to go.
I had discussed the CRC with Mr. Moss, Your Honor.
All right, I'm not letting him out he's gotta have an address. Let him find a program or something.
I gotta find a
Robin
program.
Moss.
If you want to reset him till tomorrow afternoon, Judge, I'll see what I can do.
No
Is the
problem.
place LifeNet? LifeNet?
Yeah,
Do they know you there? Is there somebody?
Is that a place he can live at LifeNet?
Well, I'm going to find out, Judge, and we'll see.
No, I think he's telling you he can't live there.
No, I can't live there. I can't. I don't have a place to stay. I receive
Do
mail
you have
there.
a place?
No, ma'am.
No, I'm asking
home.
Mr. Saunders, do you have a suggestion? You know, you should send Mr. Reedy that application so he could send it to people.
Well, it's hard to know how to send it and where they're located, but anyways, I will. Does he have benefits at all?
Judge?
Yes.
How much do you get every month for benefits?
$750.
Do you want me to look into Order My Steps for you? Would you be interested in Order?
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Yes.
I can email Order My Steps.
How long does that take? Yes.
Well, just whenever he'd respond to me. He has to verify the benefits.
No, they don't. He
I
said
know.
they didn't. Mr. Reedy wanted it.
I know, and I'm just letting you know I'm looking at
All
the
right, it's
website.
Life for Net or whatever it is, does not, Mr. Reedy, it's confirmed, does not
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
offer overnight.
email, Order My Steps, Tyrone Mills, just get verification of your benefits, and he'll let me know. In the meantime, I'm gonna send you a letter for House of Hope that you fill out an application and send back to us, okay?
How long does it take for Order My Steps?
As soon as he tells me that they can confirm he has benefits, I don't know the availability of bed,
How
but
long does that take?
sometimes he's got to respond to me. So he has the system accessibility, so as long.
CC Mr. Reading.
Yeah, not me.
All right, so this we're gonna defer. Let's reset to 11/16/18 at 1 p.m.
All right, Mr. Moss, we'll see you back here tomorrow afternoon. We'll try and get you into a program, okay?
Please
All right.
make sure he's on the second look docket tomorrow, Madam Clerk. 1 p.m. All right, next person is William Shufford. Mr. Shufford, we are here today.
On Mr. Shefford, I spoke with his mother.
He
I
has
gave
Elmo's.
Yes, I believe that the mother and grandmother can confirm that he is entitled to live at that location. That's what they told me.
Yes, we spoke with the mother. We're waiting on the grandmother to confirm that he can come back there and live. She's the actual leaseholder of the place where he can reside.
Right, I was on a three-way conversation with the grandmother earlier this afternoon, and they
Give me
are
the
willing to
grandmother's
take-
number.
The number I have is 786-344-3705.
Huh?
That's the mother's phone number.
Well, that's probably
Mother's.
how
Do
they
you have
ended
the
up on a three-way
grandmother's?
call. So the mother probably called.
What's her name?
That's probably how they ended up on a three-way conversation. The mother probably called the grandmother.
What's this mother's name?
Lorna. Her name is Lorna.
Right there.
786-344-3705. She's not picking up.
She did earlier, and I asked her to stand by.
You want to call her from? Does she work?
Yes,
Yes,
she
Miss
does.
Lorna. Thank you. Merci. Gracias. Obrigado. Ciao. God bless. Amen.
It's a nice message.
Sorry, mailbox is full. To send an S.
What does your mom do?
She owns a nonprofit organization and she's a paralegal. And she's right now, well, she was working for the election as well. And she's basically like helping the city out. She helps the city out in a major way.
The reason I'm asking is I'm just
immigration.
wondering if she has her phone on, if she's going to answer our phone.
Yes, ma'am.
You don't know your grandmother's number?
She currently resides with the same number as my mother. They have the same number. They live together.
Is that a cell phone or?
That's my sister's number. And just in case if my mom couldn't answer, my sister could probably try to be close to her, answer.
I can give you his sister's number, Judge.
Go ahead.
786-344.
What is it?
0142.
The number 444?
344-0142.
What's her name?
Raina.
Please leave your message for 786-344-0142.
Want to put him on recall, Judge? I'll try the number again in a few minutes.
Okay, you're going to try from there?
Yeah, I'll try it from here.
I thought Mr. Romero said he can't make outside calls from there.
Oops.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we have to instruct Hector on pressing 9 before you dial the number.
I wasn't even aware of the number.
All right, let's pass. Unbelievable.
Mr. Rich Crawl here, Judge.
Okay.
Joseph Elias.
Have seat.
Just going through the docket. Joseph Elias.
Were you reset from this morning, Mr. Elias?
Not sure.
This is second look.
Okay.
$1,000 bond pending pretrial. Resides in Pinellas.
Okay, pretrial services, have you tried to confirm?
Yes, actually yesterday I left a message for his friend to call back the pretrial office. She hasn't called back yet to verify the Pinellas County address.
What's the friend's number?
1 second.
What's your friend's number, sir?
Tell the judge you
727-488-4710.
Is that where you're gonna live?
Your call cannot be
That's where I live.
Is that where you're gonna live?
Yes.
So you're gonna go back to Tampa area?
Yes, ma'am.
What's your friend's name?
Brianna Towns.
She's not answering. Obviously, she's not verifying it. Is there an issue between you and her, or?
She's at work right now, Your Honor. She does nursing.
I see.
If you give her a call back.
Let me look at this case. State, on the complaint affidavit, it says under 5.
Yes.
And then it says over 5. Which one is it? Do you want to look at that, Austin?
Sure.
This is on Joseph Elias. Here, you can look at right here. This is the PC, but the magistrate cover sheet says 5+.
It should be under 5, Your Honor.
So if it's under 5, wouldn't the bond be less?
Yeah, but there's no bond attached. Oh, yeah, no, I'm sorry, I had it as an ROR. Yeah, but it would be less.
So then it shouldn't be $1,000 bond, then it should be $100 bond or
I don't know
something.
that it's $100 bond. I don't know what the standard bond is, but.
I'm inclined to put him on pretrial release where he doesn't have to be verified. But he is gonna have to report once a month in person. He can go to his division judge to change it. Yes. Yep. Unless he wants to call in 7 days a week. Then he doesn't have to report in person, only the first time.
What would you like to do, sir? You can call in every day, or you can report once a month and call in, how many times a week did you say, Judge?
He can do it twice and report once a month in person.
Can I call it?
You can call in every day from Tampa.
But if
All
you
right,
miss
you're gonna
one
call in
day,
7
sir,
days, Judge.
it's like when you get up in the morning and you brush your teeth or you have your coffee or whatever your routine is, call, you leave a full message.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
All right, so hold on. He has to report within 24 hours of his release. Glad that was pointed out. Thank you for that. So, Joseph. Granted. Forward to Mr. Reedy, make sure he shows up within 24 hours, otherwise there's gonna be a warrant.
I told him what to do, Judge. I handed him a map.
I know you
Babysitting's
did. I
not
just
my
wanna
strong
make sure.
suit, but it's up to him, so he'll be there.
Okay.
Right, Mr. Elias? Okay, good luck.
All right, Christopher Washington, please.
We already handled that case.
We did?
Yes.
Richard Krall, Krall.
Mr. Crawler's here at the main jail, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir. So criminal mischief over 1,000 in Elmo. Tell me what's going on with this.
This was a case where he allegedly damaged the statue outside, I guess, a soup kitchen and defaced their wall.
Oh, I remember. Mm-hmm.
Trial GPS.
Okay, pretrial? He's gotta find a place to live.
He is currently homeless, Judge.
I know that, and he's gotta find a place to live.
He had expressed interest in going to the CRC, and hopefully they might be able to assist him with finding a residence. Other than that, he cannot afford a monetary bond and will stay in custody.
Why can't he go to a place? What's the issues? Is there an issue with alcohol, drugs, mental health?
No one has offered me a program to go to or anything.
I mean, he'd be receptive to going to a program, Judge.
All
but he
right,
doesn't
well, we
really
have the
any-
program expert here, Mr. Austin. He can't hear you, your mic's not on.
Does he receive any benefits, state benefits?
No.
No? Does he have substance abuse?
I drink alcohol.
He drinks alcohol.
Okay. Okay. I can send you an application for a House of Hope, but you have to send it back to us to be able to see if we can get you placed there. It's free for 90 days, and sometimes you can extend up to 6 months. You want us to send you a House of Hope application?
Yes, my question would be, how am I to send it back to you? I have no money.
You just have to mail it internal mail to the public defender's office. So I'll send you a letter.
How long
You
does it take for him to get it? How do we, because he's at the main jail.
takes a couple days. I mean, he's gonna have to get it filled out, send it back. So if I put it in mail today or tomorrow, he's probably gonna get it by Monday, and then he's gonna have to remit it back to me and probably
There's
give it.
no one that could drop it off, like at the main jail, and have him called and give it to him instead of waiting?
I mean, I'm not making a trip to main jail for every
I
client.
understand. Why don't they have applications at the main jail? Mr. Romero should have, all the jails should have them for House of Hope, and
They won't let us give anything unless we mail it to them. It's like a standard code or procedure or something. But that we can't give anything to inmates, not even our business card, unless we mail it through standard mail. I don't know if that's a BSO policy or what that comes from, but So, what's his name? What's your name?
Richard Krall, Krall.
Arall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna send you a application. Okay.
If that's the best we can do, that's okay with me.
That's a good program.
Well, here's the
Yeah,
thing.
there's
I'm
nothing
not
I
here
can do.
next week. Here's the thing, I'm not here next week.
Judge, if you put the order in,
Then put the order in.
if we do the order and then I get verification, then they can come pick him up. Otherwise, he's just gonna be pending, awaiting program until they come and get him. Is that okay with you? I don't see a reason why they wouldn't. I just don't know if their bed availability is. You gotta
Why
give me
don't you
the,
call them up today and see if they're
she
available?
doesn't answer.
Give me the number.
Sure. She's gonna say submit an application, Andrew.
I understand, I'm just asking her if she has beds available now.
Okay. See Vanderhorst. It's 954-524-8989, extension.
Who was that?
Cynthia Vanderhorst.
Yeah, hi, this is Judge Malika from Magistrate Court. How do I find out if you have bed space available?
Oh my God.
The intake coordinator, hold please.
What's, oh my God?
You could look at his booking photo, you could tell there's alcohol issues or some type of substance abuse issues.
Yeah, hi, this is Judge Malika. You're on speakerphone. You're being recorded. I'm in
Sure,
Magistrate.
hi Judge, how are you?
Good. We just wanted to know if you have bed space available.
Male or female?
Male.
I would have to check. What's the client's name?
Richard Krall, Krall.
Krall. Richard?
Krall. He's never been there before.
He's never been here before. Okay, so I have to have him fill out an application.
I understand. I just want to know before we go through all of this, what your availability looked like.
We have availability.
Okay. So if we enter the order, I'll get the application to him, and then once he's
Yeah.
approved, they'll come get him. What days do you usually pick up, Miss Vanderhorst?
Pardon me?
What days do you usually pick up from jail? Is there a certain day of the week?
Thursdays.
Thursdays?
Well, next week's Thanksgiving, so
Oh, so it'd be the following.
Okay.
Because I'm off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Okay, so we're gonna get the application and we're gonna enter an order and he'll just be awaiting your approval.
Correct.
Okay.
Do I have your email address?
Yes, I'll email you now if you'd like.
Okay, great. That'd be wonderful.
Okay, thank you.
okay,
You're
thank
welcome.
you. Bye-bye.
Have a holiday, Judge. Bye-bye.
You too. All right, there's bed space, so
All right. Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Ms.
So
you.
you're gonna have to get me this application back and,
right away.
right
How does he
away.
give it to you?
Huh? I don't know. I'm saying?
Once he gets the application,
He mails it back to me because I'm gonna send him the letter.
but how does he mail it back to you?
Just internal mail to the public defender's office.
So, sir, get that application filled out right away. Thank you, good luck to you. Elmo, custody to custody, House of Hope. What are you laughing at?
I'm
He'll be
writing.
accepted, he'll be accepted.
Yeah. Defendant shall be released custody to custody.
Nicole DiLorenzio.
She's out of custody.
So delete,
If this doesn't come through, which I don't know why it wouldn't, we'll amend it.
it'll come through. Abby Wesby.
They were supposed to be getting her at Maine.
Oh, Abby Wesby, where is she?
We've already been through that.
Mr. Reedy.
The arrest number that was provided to us does not come up, Judge.
All right, let me pull her up in sheriff.org.
Yeah, it's an Abby Wesby. It's a her. Yeah, it's a she. She was on this morning's docket.
It's 501-804-216.
Say it loud.
501-804-216.
ESO pics say she's in the main jail in 2B. visitation. I don't know where she is.
Brian, did you ever hear back from her family after they were gonna have their meeting?
No.
There you go.
The number might be on the notepad on the table there by Mr. Saunders. I'm not sure.
You see the notepad? Left or right side?
I just have a blank
It's Abby Wesby. Is that what this was?
Yes.
Yes, I have it.
Can you call up that number? Sure. Tell them you're filling in for Mr. Reedy. Did the family come to a decision if she can go live back with them?
So I talked to.
Okay, so we'll recall for family. All right, William Shefford.
I just tried calling the mother again just moments ago. As the court knows, her voicemail box is full, so I can't leave a message. The only thing I can say is I did speak with her earlier. She told me or advised me that the grandmother, who is the property owner, was also on the line as part of a three-way call, and that if Mr. Schofield was willing to abide by the rules and regulations of the house, he would be welcome to stay there.
The grandmother is on the lease?
That's my understanding, yes. She's the owner of the property.
And you spoke to the mother? And the mother said she lives there? The mother said you needed to speak with the grandma? Do you hear that?
No, I did not hear that.
Okay, can you put your mic on and let Mr. Reedy hear it?
I spoke with the mom. The mom stated that she lives with the grandmother and that the grandmother doesn't have a cell phone. And we're waiting to hear back from the grandmother. Because she's in Georgia with the daughter. So we were waiting to hear back.
Oh, the grandmother's in Georgia
Let me just check 1 second.
with their daughter? Or other daughter, maybe? Well, I don't understand if she's with another daughter. I mean, someone's gotta have a cell phone.
Well,
Go ahead, Mr. Reedy.
well, I mean, I've dialed the number that was provided to me. I did speak with her earlier, with the mother.
And the
My,
grandmother.
my understanding was the grandmother was a party to that conversation, although I didn't actually have any conversation with her. But from what the mother told me, the grandmother was on the line listening to what it was that we said. They had apparently discussed this issue previously and wanted Mr. Schofield to know that he will have to abide by all the regulations of the house or he will be asked to leave. And I communicated that.
Well, he's not gonna be asked to leave. He's gonna go back to jail because he has a monitor on. So.
Yes. Yes, I explained that to him and to his mother as well.
All right, pretrial's trying to tell us something.
The grandmother's in Georgia visiting her daughter, and she has no cell phone. We tried to do a conference call, and there was no answer. So the mother tried to do a three-way call
To the other
to the
sister.
daughter, and there was no answer. And she stated that she'll call back the pretrial office.
All right, I'm gonna reset this for tomorrow. Sir, you're gonna have to try to get a hold of your mom tonight, okay?
Hey, ma'am, you can't try it again right now, ma'am? You can't try one
Sir,
more
we
time?
tried 3 times. No. Everybody's,
ma'am.
if Mr. Reedy wants to try, he
I've been
can.
here for like,
This is not sufficient. You have to speak to Ivy, ask her, to me, it's fine. Ivy? This is House of Hope, remember? and address. There you go.
I don't know who that is.
Let's reset him for tomorrow at 1.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
William Schulfer.
Brian, who is that sitting there? Who's the inmate sitting there, Brian?
The one in the uniform behind me, I'm not sure what he's accused of.
No, not what he's accused of.
What's your name, sir?
Bullard, Desmond Bullard.
Bullard. How do you spell it?
Like Sandra Bullock.
Like Sandra Bullock.
I thought we were.
Long lost brother.
I thought it was Bullock.
Didn't we?
Come on up, sir.
Desmond Bullock. Not Bullard. All right, he was a reset, page 12. Where were you this morning, sir? Were you in another judge's courtroom?
No, I was here and then you reset it and they put me back on the unit.
I know why. Okay, it wasn't me. I did reset it at the request of confinement. They have a new booking sheet. So, you have a capious felony, no bond hold. It's actually not for magistrate. You have a capious misdemeanor with a $250 bond. Count 3 and 4 is a capious felony, not for magistrate. No bond hold. Count 5 and 6 are $1,000 each, capious misdemeanors. You have 7 and 8, which are out-of-state holds for a felony, which are actually, why isn't he being magistrated on 7 and 8, Ivy?
The corrected sheet doesn't have 7 and 8. The one I give you, count 1, that's the correct.
I know, but why aren't we magistrating him on the out-of-state holds?
Because the out-of-state, that's what we took them out. And
I can't hear you. Can you speak in the mic?
6, because 7 and 8 were incorrect. 7 and 8 were incorrect charges.
So they're gonna redo them.
They deleted them? Took them?
All right, so we're just magistrating you on those. So you're going tomorrow before Judge Carpenter Toy, which it'll be someone else, not her, I'm sure. And, or that's actually Monday. Tomorrow is going to be Judge Tim Bailey at 8:30 a.m. Okay, remove 7 and 8, which are your out-of-state holds. They're telling me to remove them. It's unlawful possession of another person's, probably ID. It says Broward. It's not. Nope. Hold on a second. It says motor vehicle burglary, Saline, which I think is Michigan, and then Franklin.
There's something right here.
One's 15,000, 20,000, auto burglaries. Those two, they're gonna, something's wrong with those counts, the way they did it, court finds probable cause. So you'll go tomorrow to your division judge, and then you'll go to Judge Carpenter Toy on Monday, okay, sir? Good luck to you. And you'll come back on the out-of-state holds, and it's just a formality. We'll see you in extradition court as well, Tuesdays and Thursdays.
All right, thank you.
Good luck, Mr. Bullock. Miss Wesby is present.
Yeah, 7 and 8 were removed on the booking report. I thought you said to remove them.
No, you did it.
Okay.
She told me to tell y'all to call right away, but I had to go to court at 1:30, but they canceled it, so I guess they didn't call her or whatever.
We're about to find out.
Okay.
All right, so Abby Wesby,
Miss Wesby indicates to me that the family is waiting to be contacted by pretrial release to confirm her residence.
I don't even have her. Why don't I have her on my sheet? We had her yesterday.
Set her from the other day.
Yeah.
Yes. I spoke with the family the other day, and they indicated to me that they needed to have a bit of a family
Meeting.
sit down to decide. what
That's
they were
right,
going
that's
to.
right.
From what I understand, from what Miss Wesby tells me, they've had that meeting, they've agreed to allow her to stay there. They're just waiting to hear from pretrial release to confirm it.
She waiting for it from you.
There's nothing, she needs to get the pretrial release, not from me.
What do you have for Abby Wesby? They said that they were waiting for you. What's the number you have?
So didn't you just call the number?
786 267 1038.
Okay, we spoke to Ms. Green, that's the same number she's given us. She stated that they are friends, not sisters, and she reported that she
Oh, we
cannot
got
live with her.
Hold on.
So she has to find somewhere else to
They
live.
said that you're friends. They spoke to Miss Green. They said you're friends, not sisters. And that you cannot live with them. When's that from?
Yesterday.
What
She
time?
just told me.
10:24
She just told me. I called on three-way.
What's her name? Green?
Donita Green.
Yes, hi. Is this Donita Green? She hung up. That's not very encouraging.
She's probably tired of getting calls from 831 numbers.
I know the 831 number, I'm gonna block it now.
Maybe you want to call us, and I'm not going to leave a message.
There she goes. She's not picking up now.
Plan B. Seven 267-1038. Danita Green. She doesn't want to deal with it. She's hanging up on us. So, what's Plan B? She's got to find a place to live.
So you'll be here in the morning, then leave in the afternoon?
Brian, does she receive benefits?
What's her release conditions?
It's just
Yeah.
GPS.
How much does she get?
187.
$187, is that it?
A week or?
Yes.
That's a month?
Hold on, listen. Say it again?
That's every month? Or
Yes.
180, okay. Probably not enough. You want me to send you a stepping stones application?
Is it? Yes, that's fine.
You're gonna have to send it back to me before we can place you there.
You fill out the.
I'm ready. I'll see you in the morning. What is it
Bye,
tomorrow morning?
Kifa.
Aye.
Keisha
Who will be
Davidson.
tomorrow morning?
Keisha Davidson.
That's her third?
Yeah, remember she approved.
You don't have any you don't have anybody try for Bark either?
Bark would be fine,
Simultaneously?
but Bark is gonna be a 30-day wait usually. So if you want a court order to Bark, that'd be good, but it's gonna be a 30-minute wait. Maybe she wants to do SAP in the in-between. Do you have a substance abuse? Do you wanna get substance abuse treatment, ma'am?
I was substance abuse, but
We can do Bark for 60 days. It's a substance abuse treatment program, inpatient. But it's gonna be about 30 days before you're gonna be able to get a bed available.
Might get into stepping stones sooner.
yes, stepping stone is fine.
Stepping stones is what you'd prefer?
Yeah, I think that's what she would prefer.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why you don't, even that other gentleman. Bark is.
When she was first arrested, she was arrested on 2 counts bat Leo, resisting without violence. She got charged with a grand theft that's under a second case number. Yeah, if you go to Odyssey, they're both right there at the bottom.
Is there anybody else?
I.
Can we let Mr. Reedy go?
That's it.
Okay, ma'am, good luck to you.
Thank you very much, Judge. Have a nice evening, everyone.
Are you coming back here?
Never. Yeah, actually, I am. I left some stuff there on the table, so I'm coming back.
Okay, thank
So
you.
I'll be there in a few minutes.
All right. All right, so Hadley Augustine, let's go off the record.